everyone, it's Chloe here with this week's virtual picture news. And I'm excited to share this week's news story with you because it focuses on a country where I used to live. So let's get stuck in and take a look at this week's picture. What can you see? Is there anything you like or dislike? Do you have any questions? Use the clues in the picture along with some of the questions that you've asked to make a prediction as to what could be happening in the news this week. Let's look at this week's story. Big Ocean is a new K-pop band from South Korea, and all three of its members have hearing loss. They use things like vibrations, flashing lights, and sign language to help them perform music together. Even though they can't hear the songs like most people, they work very hard to stay in time and show emotion through movement and expression. They want to raise awareness about deaf culture and make K-pop more inclusive by using Korean Sign Language in their performances. How does this week's story make you feel? Maybe you feel a little puzzled or perplexed about how light and vibrations help Big Ocean in their performances. Or perhaps you're impressed or in awe of the band for overcoming challenges to pursue their musical dreams. However you feel this week, now might be a good time to pause and share with the people around you. Let's look at this week's big question. What can we learn from people who communicate in different ways? Let's find out more about Big Ocean and the different ways they communicate through their music. Who are Big Ocean? Big Ocean is a band made up of 3 musicians from South Korea: PJ, Kim Ji-suk, and Lee Chan-yeon. The band have recently finished a tour where they performed in France, Italy, Switzerland, and the UK. PJ became famous as a YouTuber through teaching others about hearing disabilities. Chan-yeon previously worked at a hearing centre where they check people's hearing, and Ji-suk was a professional skier. All 3 of the band have hearing disabilities. How do Big Ocean make music? The band use different technologies when making and performing music. They all wear vibrating smartwatches to help them keep to the beat, and they look for flashing lights on big screens. They also use AI voice software to help their voices stay in tune. Speaking about their music in May, band member PJ said, "Being deaf doesn't mean we're missing something. It means we experience and express music differently, and that difference can be beautiful." It invites everyone to discover new ways of feeling and understanding music. What challenges do you think the band might have faced and overcome? Who do you believe they will inspire the most through their music? In your view, what impact will the band have? How has the use of technology helped the band? Do you know any sign language? Share any knowledge you have about sign language and who uses it. Have you ever been in a situation where you found it difficult to communicate with others? For example, in a different country or in a noisy environment. What did you do to overcome these challenges? Take one last look at this week's picture and big question. Share your thoughts. Reflection. There are many ways to communicate, through signs, gestures, pictures, sounds, and even technology. When we learn from people who communicate differently, we can become better listeners, friends, and more understanding of others. Challenges. Don't forget to check out this week's challenges on your planning sheets. You can create your own Braille messages to share with friends, design a poster to raise awareness of the different ways people communicate, or retell a classic story using British Sign Language. I really hope you enjoyed this week's virtual assembly. Don't forget to subscribe to our Picture News channel so you don't miss out on all our other content, including training videos, school highlights, and behind the scenes sneak peeks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!